My name is Rodrigo Speech, and I'm wondering how many of you have heard of a country named Bolivia? Okay, a lot of people, so that's good. Bolivia is 13 hours away if you take a plane, or 5,000 miles exactly, and you have to go to the south and east, and then you get to the middle of South America. Bolivia is surrounded by Brazil, Chile, Argentina, Peru, and Uruguay. Bolivia is a very rich culture in biodiversity. It is according to the Embassy of the United States, 45% of the biodiversity of the world lives in Bolivia. Bolivia is also a country that has seen a lot of different conflict. It was the first country in the world to have a war over water, and it was the first country in the world to have a war over natural gas. Yes. Bolivia is also the first country that signed a law to protect Mother Nature. In Bolivia, Mother Nature is actually an entity that is protected in the courts. Bolivia is not just like a bunch of facts, it's actually a place that is fun and is adventurous. I was born there and I was recently there, and I think Bolivia is unique. Bolivia is unique because it has the largest navigable lake in the world. It has the biggest salt flats in the world, and it has the most dangerous road in the world. So this is Lake Titicaca. This is the largest navigable lake in the world. I was actually there. Lake Titicaca, people believe that Lake Titicaca had many cultures 10,000, 15,000 years ago, and down in that lake there is the ruins of these cultures that were found like in the year 2000. They believe these ruins are twice the size of a soccer stadium. Like 2 weeks ago, they actually found a lot of stuff in those ruins. So archaeologists went down in the water and found 1,200 items that they believe that they were from the Incas. And they believe that when the Spaniards went to South America, they killed everybody and destroyed everything, and everything went down the lake. The lake is actually 118 miles long, so it's pretty big. And yeah, this lake has 36 cultures living there, but one of the most interesting ones is the Urus. The Urus live in floating islands in the lake. They make these islands of totora reeds, and they keep adding totora reeds for them to, maintain the islands. People thought that the Urus weren't actually the original Urus. They thought that these people were just Aymaras or people that were pretending to be them. But recently, archaeologists went and they did a lot of DNA testing on them, and they discovered that these people are actually quite unique. And there is a study that was posted like probably a month ago. So if you Google Urus, it's gonna be one of the first ones to come out. Another place that makes Bolivia quite unique is the dirt road. So the dirt road it became well known for its danger in 1995 when the Inter-American Bank found out that 200 to 300 people were dying here every year. So they realized that this was the most dangerous road in the world. In 1999, Israeli tourists were touring this area and they fell on the road. So people started calling it the death road because of its dangers. This road, if you can see it, is pretty much like one lane. So it is really scary if you're if you're actually there. I was there many years ago. The road is 10 feet long and is 40 miles long. Nowadays, this road is not being used anymore for cars or like buses. They actually built a new road that took 20 years to be built. But a lot of people that are into adrenaline rush or, you know, crazy sports, they like going there and they do it. I wouldn't do it alone. These are the salt flats. The salt flats are the salt flats from Bolivia are the biggest in the world. They are there is 10 billion tons of salt in this place. And this is a picture when it rains. So when it rains, the water doesn't come out and it stays there, so it becomes like a mirror. This is actually a picture of me there. So when you go to the salt flats, that's the cool thing to do. You play with distance, and everybody goes well prepared to take pictures and whatever. I wasn't very well prepared. But it's actually a really fun place to go with your friends. It's actually the coldest area in Bolivia. So Bolivia is a very unique place because it has so many unique facts about it. It has the largest navigable lake in the world. It has the most dangerous road in the world. It has the biggest salt flats in the world. And there is so many other things, so much nature. So yeah, I think Bolivia is very unique.